Okay, we're going to look at this practice test for grade 10, term 3, and let's just try it. Now, I hear there's not going to be exponential equations on your test, but that's too bad because this one would be pretty easy. If you see a 5 in front of 3 to the x power, this is 5 multiplied by it. If you want to solve the equation, you divide both sides by the number in front. 5 divided by 5 is 1, so it's just 3 to the x. 135 divided by 5 is 27. And 3 cubed, 3 to the third power is 27, so x is 3. That'll be nice and easy. This one, you get a mark just for putting it in standard form, subtracting 4, and then from both sides, so it's minus 4 equals 0 here. Put two brackets. Now these first two numbers have to multiply to equal 15x squared. The most likely choice is 3 times 5. That's what multiplies to equal 15. Let's try that. Now I'm looking for a combination of the outside and inside that it's going to give me minus 4. So I'm looking if 2 times 2 is 4. Well, there's 10 and there's 6. And hey, 10 minus 6 is 4. But I need lots of negatives. So I go negative 2 times 5 is minus 10x. Plus 2 times 3 is plus 6x. There I go. That's it. All factored out. You do FOIL on that, you're going to get this. Now you just have to let 3x minus 2 equal 0, which will make the whole thing equal 0. 3x minus 2 equals 0. If you solve it, you add 2, divide by 3. It's 2 over 3. There's a shortcut. It's always 2 over 3. If it's ax plus b, it's b over a. It's 2 over 3. And you change the sign from minus to plus. So this is going to be 2 over 5, but instead of positive, it's going to be minus. There's your two answers. Now the next question, I think inequalities might not be on but you have to do linear equations. So this is actually not such a bad example to take a look at, because you might get this equation with an equals in here. Well, and this is how you do it. You could have, instead of less than x over 3, this could be equals. So how would you do if it was equals? Well, there's a fraction here of 3. You don't like that, so you got to multiply everything by 3. 5 times 3, it'd give you 15. 3 times x over 3, it'd cancel. And 3 times 2, it'd give you 6. So you'd turn it into this much easier thing. It'd be 6x. 6 times x plus 5 is less than x plus 15. Well, you multiply this out, you get 6x plus 30. Then you take away x from both sides. X minus x. 6x is 5x. Then you take away 30 from both sides. 15 minus 30 is negative 15. Then divide both sides by 5. So x is less than 3. If this was an equals, this kind of question can be on your test. Now, you'd have to illustrate this on a number line, showing a solid line with a circle around it going less than minus 3. But you don't do inequalities, so on this test, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, let's look at this solving simultaneously for x and y. We've got 6x plus 7y equals 3. 2x plus y equals 5. Do you know you can take away 2x from both sides here, and y will equal 5 minus 2x. Now, if y equals 5 minus 2x, you could rub out that y, put a bracket, and put in 5 minus 2x. Multiply it out and solve it all. Some people like to do it that way. I like this way a lot better, especially for this type of question. You see this 2x plus 3? All I've got to do is multiply it all by 3. If I do, it'll turn into 3 times 2 is 6x, 3 times y is 3y, 3 times 5 is 15. Okay, this is kind of called linear algebra. This little thing right here is kind of like a matrix, but a real tiny one. Anyways, what you do is you subtract 6x minus 6x. The x's are gone. That's why I chose to multiply it by 3, so I could subtract and the x's disappear. Now I go 7y minus 4y, and I did fix this thing, it's silly thing. It's not going to be negative, it's going to be positive 4y. So there you go, that's the answer. 7y minus 3y is 4y. 3 minus 15 is minus 12. So divide by 4, y is equal to negative 3. Now how do we find x? Well, you can take this negative 3 You could put it in there, or you can put it in here. Let's put the negative 3 in here. 7 times negative 3 is minus 21. Add 21 to 3, you get 24. 6x equals 24, so x must be equal to 4. So there's your point that works in both, 4 and minus 3. X is 4 and y is minus 3. Well, there's the first part, the first question.